Hello, I'm KevyCat, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. This is like, I don't know, the third hour into them or something. It's somewhat silly. But in this video, I intend on just doing some base work and actually turning this into somewhat more of a base. So, that's essentially what I'm planning to work on. The first thing I want to do is just pick up... Well, actually, I'm going to turn around and plant these sweet berries so they start growing, since they are actually quite a valuable food source. But the first thing I want to do is just go and pick up some spruce wood, since, in my opinion, spruce looks nicer to build with than jungle wood, and also I have a whole spruce forest right here. And one other thing, in my opinion, spruce trees are easier to just chop down than jungle trees. So, yeah, that's a bit of a valid point, I suppose. I'm going to do essentially the same thing I did with the Quest for Netherite series, and just keep going until I actually have a full stack of the stuff. Because I did that in my Quest for Netherite series, and it worked fairly well. And also, I know that I usually run through wood fairly quickly, and I would prefer not to just run out of wood this time. So I'm going to just, go around and make sure I have enough wood before I start actually trying to build anything. Just a nice quality of life thing to have done. I've already reached half a stack too, so it's not like it's actually too much work. It's just doing it all at once instead of waiting until you need wood to get wood. Oh, it looks like an oak tree grew into the top of this spruce one and just, like, decapitated it. Oh, wait, there's an oak tree here. Oak trees grow in jungles. That means I actually have a way of getting oak saplings. Okay, I now just know how I'm going to get oak. Anyways, it's almost nighttime, so I'm going to skedaddle before something bad happens. Since I have not actually torched this entire area, as it's pretty obvious considering how dark it's starting to get. So I'm just going to hop off to bed before anything bad happens. Okay, just right over here and boop. It's funny, I jumped and then right-clicked on the bed. So I basically did some sort of flying leap into the bed. On another note, I feel like inserting a tunnel through here. Oh, also, between episodes, I removed that bit of stone that used to be over there. It's just something I felt like was a small enough thing that putting it into an episode was a bit of a waste of time. So I'm just carving my small tunnel through here. It goes for a surprising distance, actually. I would have expected it to be done by now, but, well, here it is. And it just goes out into the steep cliff face. Oh, I thought I saw creepy, but there's cats here. They actually made it so you can't go into the jungle and tame ocelots. Like, it used to be this neat quest you could do, but they just removed it because animal cruelty stuff. I mean, I see where they're coming from when they say, like, they don't want to condone animal cruelty, like kids going out into a jungle and catching cats. But in the real world, what kind of a kid is going to, like, get their parents to take them out into a jungle and allow them to capture an endangered species? Or allow them to capture any sort of cat, like, how clueless would you have to be to actually let your kid do that? I feel like it's not a very legitimate concern. If anybody actually did that before they made that change, I will be incredibly surprised. I mean, actually, someone probably just did that to act all cool to their friends, so I would not be surprised. People do incredibly stupid stuff to seem cool. On another note, I've gotten through most of the stack now. I seem to just need roughly one more tree. Anyways, some YouTubers, and they, just commentary, talk about what they're doing, and they, important things about it or whatever. However, I cannot, maintain a conversation about the one topic of whatever somewhat trendy thing I'm doing long enough to do that. So my mind just ends up going to whatever random place it feels like. Also, apparently cookies require wheat to be made. Wheat and cocoa. So, that's not about to be happening. Also, hopefully my sweet berries grow soon because I'm starting to starve. Oh, actually, I have melon slices and pork to smelt. I'm not totally doomed, essentially. Oh, my iron's done. That's good. I don't need iron for anything right now, but it's still just a nice thing to have. Okay, I can put my spruce away. I'll keep that in my inventory. What will I put away then? No, I have way too much cobblestone, some of that. So what I've been thinking is I'll remove the stone layer and turn it into like almost a small traditional town. I know that's a bad description, but I'm going to have buildings surrounded by one layer of grass and then gravel paths. So at this point, I think all that's really to it is to get started planning and digging, so this square here is where I'll start since it's mostly done already, just by triangulation, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm going to widen this one slightly and make it 12 blocks wide, just because I prefer it to be that way. Anyways, I do know I'm actually using an inferior pickaxe. I just want to save the durability of my good one until I can actually go back into the nether and mine up some more netherite so that I can repair it. Since netherite pickaxes are repaired using netherite, which means you have to go get a bunch of the stuff if you have netherite tools, because you're going to want to repair it sooner or later. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is an inconvenience that I wasn't expecting, but it does make sense that, like, you would repair netherite using netherite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one problem with that, though, is that it means repairing something is about as expensive as making a new one, which is quite inconvenient, I will say. Okay, host, you just stay in your pen for now. We'll be let out eventually, you know. Just not yet. Anyway. Oh, I'm using the wrong one. I was just talking about saving durability, then I start using the one I was, like, trying to save durability on. Oops. Do I have any gravel with me? Almost certainly not, actually. So, say I make a 10 by 10 building. That seem reasonable? Well, I'm going to start by laying down just my dirt shell around it. I'm going to have to move the horse eventually. Like, it can't just stay where I'm trying to build something forever. However, for now, the horse can just be like, put 2/3 under some random building. Okay, good. One of my berries has grown. Which means, well, for now what I'm going to do is just expand my berry farm. And, what am I going to do with sugarcane? You know what, I'm going to expand these farms too, actually. And just, you know, make them longer. I don't see what else expand would really mean in this case. But it could mean something, I suppose. I don't know. I was going somewhere with that, but I'm not really sure where anymore. And with these melons, I don't know. Do I want to plant wheat? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that place. Maybe I'll just plant more sugarcane? You know, I have this bit of farm plot here, but I'm not sure what I actually want to farm, which is an amusing predicament. I don't know, for now I guess I'll just stick some wheat in there. Wheat's always nice. And then, I don't have anything else I could really plant. So, I have this outline here. Then the inside is 10 by 10, so it's a little over a stack of planks. So I might as well just, like, fill in the floor now. Because really, I don't know what I want to do with this building, but by golly, I know I want to do something with it. So I might as well just get started. I could actually use this as just like my house. That seems like a decent option at this point in time. Just, you know, use it as my main living area. Also, you can see I put that dirt down earlier. That's going to be like the grassy outline that goes between buildings and roads. Right now it looks like I just have some random dirt in here since I haven't transformed all that area. So it's just out of context, essentially. But eventually, hopefully it will actually be in a more sensible position. So I'm going to mess around with some style stuff here. I think I want to have sort of like an archy type of thing. Like, does that make sense? I want to have the corners sort of stick out from everything else. Or maybe I have like an outline on here, sort of like this, and then I have just an inset corner. Because if I do things that way, then if I like lay down some flooring here, then hypothetically it would, well, I'll break those. And but I think then I could do something like that and have, what's the word, just I built this all one block high, but I think it's actually a decent idea at this point in time. Like if I have that, and then so then I go, okay. Oh, I should sleep now actually before the daytime gets away. Oh, actually, it's supposed to be one block over like this here. But then I just do something like that, and well, I'll look at it after I've slept. But I think this is turning out reasonably well. The one thing is, I want this to look more like it's sticking out to the side. But say I were to extend the walls a block. You know, this isn't quite the style I was going for, but I still like the way it looks. So yeah, I'm going to go with this actually. Just yeah, I like the way that looks. And then I can actually just remove these bits of wood along the sides and fill them in with dirt. And that way I can have more grass area, because just having wood along there doesn't make any real sense. So yeah, I'm liking the way this is starting to look. And also I should expand my berry farm. I'm going to have a 2-block wide aisle because I've learned from experience that 1-block wide aisles tend to get you to be poked by the berries. Also, I have some sugarcane here. So if I just wash these bits, Okay. I have melons, wheat, and a whole cajoodle of sugarcane. The sugarcane grows so much more quickly than any of the other things, except maybe that's starting to just like take up way more room, essentially. On another note, I could have sworn I had actually put that food in my inventory, but okay. You know, actually, why don't I come look at the, cat variants? But what I'm looking for here is the thing for eating food. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe it's in here somewhere? Well, probably is adventure, but there's the thing for discovering biomes. And I'm pretty sure that somewhere on here one can find an advancement for eating eat everything edible, 10 out of 39. And some other things are taming cat variants, feeding animals, and collecting honey. So, well, that's that. I might as well just keep going on these sides here. So just like this. Now, I saw the jungle through the tunnel and thought it was like a berry bush or something. But nope, just the jungle. It's kind of funny, because I live up here surrounded by mountains and all that, and you can see jungle over there, but then you just look through this tunnel and see green as opposed to all this grey around here. The inside of my building is only oh god, I walked into berries. You know, see why they can be a bit fiddly? But anyways, this is far too small. 1, 2, 3. The inside's only 4 by 4. So I'm just going to, bump up the size a bit and make it 6 by 6, I think. Yeah, that seems reasonable. So this one would go here. So it's definitely starting to infringe on the edge of the farms. However, eventually, eventually, I'm planning on just moving the farms. Oh, and look, now the horse is even more, like, squeezed to the side. The horse is just going to have, like, 1 block of room or something of daylight. And anyways, then I can remove this bit. And take all that off. Okay, in theory I actually have enough spruce wood to finish this. So now the expanded size will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, the new building size is 12 by 12. And then, hypothetically, I can just remove this bit. Oh, I used the other pickaxe again. Oops. It's not really an issue. Actually, if I'm just using it to break like 2 blocks or whatever. However, in theory... Okay, horse, you can have like a bit of a window. You know, I'm not being very nice with this horse, I suppose. Right, if I scoot that out. What's here? What? Was here? No. It should be on these 2 blocks. Ah. I built it a few blocks too long in that direction, it would seem. But that's sorted out now. And then I just fill in along here. And along here. And I can sort out some of this funniness with the... with the corners. So, let's see. And now that's all actually done. And anyways, this is something you might not see in every series, but generally, at least for me, when I have berries, I just every now and then go over and harvest some. However, let's just look at the front of this. Yeah, this is actually coming along nicely. Now, I've run out of time for this video, but I'm going to finish up on the house a bit more and get most of the generic grindy work on it done, and then I will come back in the next episode and show you what it's like once I've done all that. So anyways, bye!